Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with another Madden 26 connected franchise mode with our Tennessee Titans who entering this game are 5 and 1 coming off of a 4-game win streak with 3 on the road and then earlier one versus our division rival Colts. But today we are looking to impress our fans. And if we do win this one, our fans will be very impressed because this is not going to be an easy game for us. The Patriots also enter this game 5 and 2, and their offense is absolutely insane. I mean, insane. Their two highest scoring games of the season, they put up 70 on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then just last week, or well, last game for them, they put up 62 on the New Orleans Saints, winning 62 to 25, which is like absolutely insane. And if you're wondering about the points they put up in their two losses, it's as even when they lose, they still score a lot. Week two against the Miami Dolphins, they lost 49 to 55, and then 2 games ago for them, they lost 39 to 41 against the Buffalo Bills. So this is really saying like whether they win or lose, they are going to score on you no matter what. They're going to make you fight out a win. And even if we're diving deeper, their offense is number one in everything. Number one in points per game, number one in total yards, number one in passing yards, number one in rushing yards. So our defense today, I mean, our defense is going to have to show up early and show out the entire game. Same thing for our offense because, like I just said, they're going to make you fight for a win, fight and claw your way the whole game. So I don't know what it's going to take a miracle from the offense and defense to show up, but I mean, we truly need it if we want to keep this win streak alive, looking to increase it from 4 to 5. But I mean, other than that, we come off the win against the Raiders, which, I mean, it was really a dominant game for us to say the least. Our offense showed up, our defense showed up. We had everything we needed. So if we can really keep that this game, I mean, we do have a good chance at winning it here as we are set to get the ball first as Andre Borregales is here to kick it away to Kimere Dike, who's going to return it just outside of his end zone, break off a big hit tackle, but then get taken down at the 30-yard line. And wait for it, wait for it. First and 10 with a handoff to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has some space, breaks a tackle, looking to break another one, but he cannot shake that second defender off. And man, oh man, these last couple of weeks were actually like these Tony Pollard handoffs on the first play of the game. Well, I guess that's the second play, so it doesn't count anymore. But these Tony Pollard handoffs on the first play of the game, I mean, we're getting more yardage with it. More and more, I think last week we had like 6 yards on the first play. Now this week we get 11 yards as Tony Pollard finds a quick gap to run up, and he gets it to third and one here. As third and one, the Titans are in a heavy set formation. Tony Pollard taking it up the middle, and he is going to have himself an easy first down. I mean, not much more than that. As first and 10, Cam Ward and the Titans in 5 wide here, obviously looking to pass it, going for Chigaziem Okonkwo, but the pass is just too far ahead. And luckily for us, Jalen Hawkins, that was the number 21 guy, did not turn around in time, or else that had a good chance at possibly being picked off there at second and 10. We tried to hand it off to Tony Pollard up the middle. He just got nothing there as third and 10 here. Cam Ward going deep for Kimere Dike. Kimere Dike has a step, and he makes a grab. But was it in as he's doing a little cha-cha slide for the celebration? I see him. That was clean there. And they say it was a catch, and I didn't show it, but the play actually did get booth reviewed, and they ruled it a catch, obviously. But I mean, Cam Ward on some of these deep balls, for us, he is looking at like one of the best deep ball quarterbacks in the league. I mean, every time he is just dropping it in the bucket. I mean, I don't know if you can even think about just throwing that better as Drake May gets it underneath to a wide open Travion Henderson who had space, and obviously somebody forgot to guard him. But like I was saying, like dang, like you see Cam Ward throw that, and then you see him miss like a obvious like underneath throw, and it's like, dude, you just threw like a 60-yard dot over top of the cornerback's head, and now you can't like throw a drag route, and it's just like, what? Like, how does that even make sense there? As Travion Henderson, he gets an easy first down and extra yardage here. Now the Patriots almost in the red zone here as Drake May is going for their custom wide receiver. You guys won't know his name, like I just said. He's a custom wide receiver coming from that free league over to the VIP league. That's his name is Mally Tony, and he's actually the Patriots' leading receiver as Kyle Williams fights his way into the end zone off a quick dot from Drake May. But like I was saying, that Mally Tony guy, you've never heard of him. He's a custom-made wide receiver, but he is also the Patriots' leading receiver in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. So that is going to be a guy we have to look out for. He is going to torch us, or he is going to try and torch us every way we can here as first and 10. Alec Anumar is in motion as we get into Kimere Dike on the return route. He has himself a first down right after his insane toe drag swag touchdown last drive as we hand it off to Tony Pollard up the middle. Gets about a 4-yard gain there as he was taken down by Robert Spillane. Second and 6 here. Cam Ward dropping back to pass. We get it to Alec Anumar this time on the return route. And Alec Anumar was absolutely blown up there by the linebacker. I believe that was Jelani Tavai. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. As third and inches, play clock winding down. Cam Ward just getting it off. Going deep for Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley. Oh my God, Calvin really has a step. Calvin really is into the end zone for the touchdown as he got a burn there on Jalen Hawkins. And I'm sorry about that. I was trying to commentate that. I just like choked on my spit or something. Man, commentating can be a wild job sometimes. I was trying my best to commentate that, and all of a sudden, just spit got stuck up in my throat there. But Calvin Ridley, man, that was, I mean, that play was as Drake May is going deep, and it is just going to be overthrown. He was looking for, I believe that was Stephon Diggs on that post route. But like I was saying, man, that play, the play clock went all the way down to one there. We just got it off as Kyle Williams breaks a tackle. Now I heard of the guy on the ground. He's taken down by Chiadobe Awuzie about 20 yards from as the Patriots are almost at or just under midfield here as the first quarter time on the first quarter is winding down there as Travion Henderson takes it for a 6-yard gain, and that was going to be the last play. But man, I mean, just going. I know I keep going back to it, but that Calvin Ridley deep ball was. I mean, that even leading up to that play, there was 1 second left on the play clock, and we were trying to change the play, change up the routes there. We saw the Patriots were dialing up a heavy blitz, and we were just lucky that we got that off. And once again, actually lucky that we didn't get hit as we threw there, because the Patriots were sending like almost everybody there. As Hunter Henry, I believe that was with the catch for a first down. As from the 39-yard line here, the Patriots in field goal range, handing it off to Antonio Gibson on the sweep. Antonio Gibson tries to make a man miss, but does not succeed with a 2-yard gain. Their second and 8, play clock winding down. Titans dialing up a blitz here as Drake May is going outside for Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry makes a man miss, and Hunter Henry is going to be taken down there by Amani Hooker. I keep saying Armani Hooker, but it's Amani Hooker there as wow, that couldn't have been an easier touchdown as Travion Henderson. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that couldn't have been an easier touchdown. I mean, we had a guy that filled the gap, but he just obviously did not see Travion Henderson with the ball. He ran right past him there. But the Patriots now tied up at 14, all as Marcus Harris is here to take it out of the back of the end zone. Tackled there by Christian Gonzalez. Now starting from the 27-yard line out of the pistol formation, Tony Pollard takes it and an amazing tackle by Jalen Hawkins, a guy who got burned by Calvin Ridley our last Titans drive. I mean, if he didn't make that tackle, Tony Pollard definitely had a lot more space there as Cam Ward, I believe, looking for Alec Anumeyer that was deflected at the line of scrimmage as third and 5 here. Play clock winding down. Patriots dialing up a little bit of a blitz, and we go outside for Kimere Dike. But that was amazing coverage there as Johnny Hecker is here to punt it away for the first time in this game. And Stephon Diggs has it on the return. Stephon Diggs is taken down at the 28-yard line there by Khair Elam as Drake May on first and 10 looking for the wide receiver. Mally Tony off the RPO gets about a 5-yard gain there. Good job hanging on to that ball, though. I mean, he was hit right after he made the catch there as Travion Henderson makes such a great miss and gets a couple yards after the fact. It was about a 9-yard gain there for the first down. Play clock under 10 here as Drake May is handing off to Travion Henderson on the halfback stretch there. Travion Henderson trying to escape, but he cannot get away there. Good pursuit though by Xavier Woods as Drake May now on the play action, obviously looking to pass it. Travion Henderson is wide open underneath again, and Travion Henderson, oh my goodness, he got absolutely walloped there as now first and 10 in the red zone. A man in motion here as Drake May is handing it off to Antonio Gibson off the RPO. It's about a 4-yard gain now at the 11-yard line. 2 minutes 40 seconds left in the half. Drake May going to pass it here with the little mesh concept going across the field, and it is just underthrown. And luckily, it wasn't on target because that might have been picked off there. I mean, picked off if we're lucky there, as Drake May is looking to pass it for Mally Tony, and he fits it into a tight window there, and the Patriots now take a 7-point lead as, like I said, that's their leader receiver right there. We got to keep a better eye on him. I mean, the Patriots kind of read that little Tampa too. Just go right across the middle of the field there as Marcus Harris is here to take the kickoff return, and he gets, I mean, not absolutely walloped, but almost walloped, I should say, as now Cam Ward hitting it off to Tony Pollard up the middle. Tony Pollard has some space. Tony Pollard trying to escape, breaks a tackle, and it takes 3 Patriots to bring him down. Christian Gonzalez finally at the end was the one that really dealt the blow as Cam Ward now dropping back to pass on first and 10. Cam Ward with pressure going over the top for Alec Anumar, and it's picked off by Robert Spillane. And y'all, I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be an incompletion of anything, as here on the screen pass, linemen are pancaking people, and Travion Henderson fumbles the ball. But like I was saying, I mean, it was out of bounds there. We tried to get that recovery, but I was not expecting Robert Spillane to jump up for that, at least that high, as Travion Henderson fumbles it again, and it is picked up by Chiadobe Awuzie. 2 plays in a row, man, oh man. Travion Henderson, you got to hold on to the ball there as we go up the seam for Kimura Dike, who just gets to the ground in time. If he did not, he was going to get blown up on that play as the Patriots dialed up the blitz, leaves Tony Pollard wide open. Tony Pollard has some space. Tony Pollard has some speed, and he is into the end zone as the Titans tie up the game again. And wow, that really dates back to Travion. I just would not think that a running back would fumble 2 plays in a row there. And the first time he fumbled, I totally wasn't even expecting it. He just dropped the ball. The second time, man, we just got a break from Madden. I guess Tony Pollard must have, I mean, not Tony Pollard, Travion Henderson must have just been still must have still been tired. Sorry about that little stumble there as Drake May rolls out of the pocket and throws it away. Now second and 10 here. About a minute left till halftime as Drake May has some time going deep for Travion Henderson. And Travion Henderson makes the grab. And man, oh man, good hands by him too, holding on to that. He got hit right after he threw it as Drake May is going deep for Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams has a catch off the corner route. That was Darnell Baker who got burned. I mean, we tried to swat it, but just an amazing pass there as Drake May goes on the curl route for Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs breaks a tackle, and Stephon Diggs gets absolutely blown out, and he is into the end zone. He got hit sticked into the end zone, actually, there, as now the Patriots, just like that, have a 7-point lead, 22 seconds left till halftime here. Marcus Harris to take it out of the end zone. Marcus Harris going to break a tackle, but does not get much more. The 32-yard gets to the 32-yard line. Now 18 seconds to at least get into field goal range for our Titans. Patriots sending everybody back, not trying to allow any deep shots here as time is running out for Cam Ward, and Cam Ward is sacked by Emphrey Jennings. Now second and 19 with using one of their timeouts on that play. Patriots dial up a blitz. Cam Ward going for Chigazium Okonkwo, but it is just overthrown partially because Chigazium bumped into, I believe that was Calvin Ridley going on
the slant route this way. Now, Cam Ward, 7 seconds left, going deep for Alec Anyumire, and it is just going, or not Alec Anyumire, that was actually Kimari Dike, as it is just going to be too far as Jalen Hawkins is going to try to get a return, but cannot do a lot with it. Well, I guess he did do a lot, but not as much as the Patriots probably would have wanted him to do. As now going into halftime, our Titans find themselves down seven, and honestly, there we were just looking. I mean, it was third and 19. Might as well just go deep. I thought Kimari DK looked. He looked like he had a step, but he did have a step. But there was also another deep safety there. So a little unfortunate for us, but it's like in that situation, what else can you do? Just take a deep shot and see if you can get anything good to happen. As now coming out at halftime, Drake May on the first play gets it underneath to Antonio Gibson, who is then taken down by our Monty Hooker, not our Monty Hooker. As now handing it off to Travion Henderson. Travion Henderson on the sweep has some space, trying to make a man miss. He does. Darnell Baker fell for it. And man, oh man, that was amazing blocks by Patriots wide receivers there on the outside. And Travion Henderson had himself on a runaway train to the end zone. Darnell Baker kind of fell for that little starter step inside there. But now we're down 14. And like I said earlier, the Patriots offense, they are the best in the league. And we need to get a, well, first of all, before we get a stop, as Chiaziem Okakwo is in motion there, as we hand it off to Tony Pollard there, who looked a little shaken up, but he's still on the field. But first of all, we need to score a touchdown this drive. Next, we need to get a stop on defense as we get it to Calvin Ridley over the middle, who breaks the tackle. Does not get much more there, as we are now about at midfield with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, and the single back formation changing up the look as Tony Pollard did not even stand a chance there, as I believe that was Joshua Farmer on the tackle behind the backfield. As now on second and 12, looking to pass it, we get it underneath to Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm breaks a tackle from Christian Gonzalez. Does not get much more. Now past midfield at the 37-yard line, way into Joey Sly's field goal range as we hand it to Tony Pollard up the middle. Tony Pollard does not get a lot there as he was taken down by Anthony Jennings. Now second and 8, we go for the high pass to Kimari Dike, and somehow he held on to that one. That was an amazing catch. As now we are going deep for Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is able to put his hands up into the air, and that was an absolute dot of a high pass from Cam Ward to Calvin Ridley. I mean, Calvin Ridley and Cam Ward, ever since I think, ever since the Rams game, Calvin Ridley and Cam Ward have been on the same page. The chemistry is absolutely insane. As Calvin Ridley now has 2 touchdowns for our Titans here as Drake May takes it on the quarterback blast. Drake May gets blown up. Luckily, he holds on to the ball. Well, luckily for the Patriots, not lucky for us, as now once again Drake May takes it on the quarterback blast. Kevin Winston Jr. tried to blow him up there, but once again, Drake May holds on to the ball as now third and inches out of the goal line formation. Drake May goes underneath for I don't even know who that is. That has to be like the third string tight end. I believe that was Jack Westover, the Patriots' one and only fullback on the roster there, as Travion Henderson tries to take it up the middle over 100 yards with 117 on 10 attempts there as second and 8. Drake May looking to pass it here, gets it on the slant route to Mally Tony, who goes down with it. I don't think he really needed to go down. He could have tried to get some extra yards with that one, but whatever makes his boat not sink there. As second and or first and 10, they hand it off to Antonio Gibson, who takes the ball up the middle for a 2 yard gain here. Now looking to pass it, as that was Jeffrey Simmons, who got right through the offensive line and almost sacked Drake May. Luckily for Drake May, he just got it off in time. It's now third and 8 out of the 5 wide, going for Stephon Diggs, and it was almost picked off by Cody Barton. And if Cody Barton picked that off, I mean, the only man to really beat would have been Drake May. We could have got a pick six, tied the game up right there. Now our Titans offense has to drive 93 yards for a game-tying touchdown here. It's Cam Ward on first and 10, looking to pass and getting out of the pocket. It's red accuracy, and it is delivered right into Christian Gonzalez's hands. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, Cam Ward on those two deep passes on the first two drives of the game. I mean, How do you get absolute dots like that? Even on the Calvin Ridley high pass, how do you get dots like that? And then on that one, you have no pressure anywhere around you. You got a wide open tight end, and you just butcher it. I mean, he threw it right to Christian Gonzalez, but now we really need a stop to stay in this game. I mean, at the unless we get a turnover this play, the Patriots will get a field goal. But the Patriots are actually going to get more than a field goal here as we dial up the blitz. It did not work. Darnell Baker was way behind Mally Tony there as Mally Tony is into the end zone again. I believe that is his second touchdown, or that was not Darnell Baker on the covers. That was Amani Hooker there, but I believe that was Mally Tony's second touchdown of the game for the Patriots, and he is not cooking us with his deep ball. He's cooking us underneath. I mean, honestly, the whole entire Patriots roster, they're not really cooking us with any deep shots. I mean, they had the ginormous play to Travion Henderson on the drive right out of halftime, but other than that, they're kind of just fighting their way down the field as we go across the field to Chiaziem Okonkwo, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, Cam Ward, you had pressure in your face there, and you're growing all the way back across the field, and you make that throw. But on the other one, it's like you just butchered it. And the guy was like right in front of you here as first or second and 11. We get it underneath to Okonkwo for a 5 yard gain, third and six now. Play clock winding down. Patriots look like they're dialing up a blitz. No, they drop back into coverage. Cam Ward has to get it to somebody, anybody, and he's going for Calvin Ridley, and it is almost picked off there. Now, maybe Cam Ward took somebody, anybody, a little bit too seriously. As now 4th and 6, our tight end's going for it, and that is Kimari Dike. He is absolutely wide open. He makes a man miss, but he gets the first down and a lot more there. As now 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. The tight end's dialing up the RPO. Alec Anyumeyer could walk into the end zone. That was one of the freest touchdowns we've had this game. And now, this is where we need defense to make a stand. Stop this drive, get a game time touchdown on offense, maybe even make the Mario Douglas fumble right here. We do not even get a chance at a big hit. But now at the 32-yard line, Drake May out of the single back, handing it off to Travion Henderson on the stretch. Travion Henderson did not get a lot more room to go as Jeffrey Simmons there. He got injured on that play, and luckily to say for us, well, not lucky actually. He has a pectoral strain. Well, I guess it's somewhat lucky. He's out for now, but game says he should return by the end of it as Drake May gets absolutely blown up there by Cedric Gray, and surprisingly, he didn't fumble there. As now 4th and inches, Drake May going for Kyle Williams, who just possession catches it, goes down to the ground immediately, and man, oh man, Drake May is holding onto the ball with dear life today. He is taking a lot of shots there as now going for Kyle Williams. And oh my goodness, what a snag there. I mean, we weren't even trying to go for the pick. We were going for the swab, but still, what a snag there as Travion Henderson tries to get to the outside. Jonathan Greenwood, the guy we traded for about 2 weeks ago, says, as now 2nd and 10. Drake May looking to pass it, going outside for Mally Tony. Mally Tony breaks a tackle and gets out of bounds there. That was Xavier Woods trying to get a big hit now. 3rd and 5 here. Drake May looking to pass it. Zone coverage messed up, and Mally Tony is going to have himself an easy touchdown. And man, oh man, Madden EA, you need to fix your zone coverage. I mean, trying to make a quick adjustment to where I believe the linebacker we were using, Cedric Gray, goes into zone instead of blitzing, and I mean it just completely cooked our entire zone coverage play there as Marcus Harris gets the ball up to the 34-yard line. Now, winning this game is slim, almost none, and now it's really none as Cam Ward overthrows a wide open Eleganumar right into the hands of Robert Spillane. And once again, Cam Ward makes some of the greatest throws of all time. And then once again, he makes some of the worst throws of all time. Like, I mean, he's not playing bad for us this year. But really, this game, this is really the only game of the season where we really needed him to show up big for us. As if the Patriots get a first down here, this game will really be over. The game's already over. I kind of decided I was not going to call a timeout. Being down by 14, it was kind of out of wraps for us as the Patriots leave Drake May on the field to knee again. But like I was saying, Cam Ward, when we need him to make some of the best throws of all time, he will make the best throws of all time. And that literally goes back to the first two drives of this game. Calvin Ridley and Keemer Dike. The Keemer Dike honestly might have been one of the greatest throws I've ever seen in Madden, especially by Cam Ward. Who, and what I mean by that is Cam Ward is one of the lower overall quarterbacks in the game. I mean, I think he starts off at like a 73 overall. So like for 73 overall to make a throw like that, it is like absolutely insane. But then when we need him to make the easy throws, like Chizzy Okonkwo, he just butchers it, throws it to right into Christian Gonzalez's hands, and we needed him to make an easy throw on a little hitch route to Alec Animar. He absolutely butchers it and puts it right into Robert Spillane's hands. But I mean, other than that, like it wasn't the worst game for, well, I guess I can't say it wasn't the worst game. When you let up 49 points, it's obviously the worst game. That's the most points we've let up all season there. But I see a common denominator. When we lose, our defense just does not show up. Our defense just does not show up. That's what it is when we lose. Our defense just isn't there. When we lost to the Rams, I mean, I think we let up like 42 points, and when we lost to the but now this loss today, we let up 49 points. But it's like when we win, it's not as many. Well, usually when we win, it's still like 30 points for the opponent, maybe high 20s. But I mean, still, see the common denominator. When we lose, it's because our defense is just not showing up. And I mean, I can't even say the defense didn't show up this game because our defense got us out when we needed it for. But then to make that little game time touchdown, he throws the interception. And going back to it, Cody Barton, he had the pick, he dropped it once again. So it's kind of like, I mean, what can you do? We have the Titans. You gotta lose every once in a while. But other than that, next week, next video, we will be taking on the Indianapolis Colts to finish out the two-game series away. And I know we're looking at the Charger stats, but it's because as of right now, I saw the Colts were a CPU team, so I didn't think to look at it. But we will be playing the Colts next video. But other than that, that's going to be it for me in this video. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and peace.